Hey everybody, this is Ellison Cruz with another episode of Noire. This is going to be our penultimate story case. Not to spoil anything, but unless you have Nicholson electroplating, this will be your second to last story case. And yet again, here we are, we're going to be in the shoes of our Mr. Jack Kelso. He's just waking up in a hospital bed. He's like, by God, how much did I drink last night? Jeez, but anyway, this is quite possibly the best mission up to this date. If you have Nicholson electroplating, we'll be doing that one next, and that's kind of like a side diversion of dramatic sorts before the finale, which is actually really good, so you guys are gonna be in for such a treat. But this has one of the best shooting sequences in the entire game, so if anything you want to play up to this point. And the fact that shooting scenes are so sparse throughout this game makes this one so much better. And the fact that we're played by Jack Kelso, I don't even know why I like that. Like, that's just not even a good reason to like something, is because we're playing as someone else. That's just weird, but anyway. And actually, if you're not playing Nicholson electroplating, this is going to be our last case with questions. Oh yeah, you guys know I'm stoked for that, but I already recorded all the final rest of the questions that we have for this game, so we're good. So here's this cutscene that we're learning, and now Jack kind of is on our side now. He seems to believe, you know, that we're right. That Elysian Fields is up to something. They're up to no good. We gotta stop them before they drown that dog in the well.
Don't mind, Elsa. I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot
I really want you to leave, but I don't want to sound like a dick.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack.
Hey, Mr. Jack.
I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
At the end of the freeway in the car.
Just kidding. So too, Princess.
Princess. First it was sister, now it's princess. Sister princess? What is this? This is not Super Mario Brothers. Mario. Like, what you doing? Whoa, hey, that guy is wearing a different hat. I swear to God.
You Kelso?
In my practice file, he was wearing like this really weird, like light brown hat, and I wanted to like make fun of it. But here, it's blue. Like, he's actually matching. He does have a fashion sense, but...
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy.
Wise guy.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something
Look
about
at Jack's shadow. Looks like he's bald.
First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor.
Yeah, it sounds pretty shady.
Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to.
Yeah, Jack Kelso, the people's men.
I'm gonna
Look at my suit. It's just sitting there all nonchalantly, all badass. Yes, it does.
I'm looking for a DA's investigator.
That's so.
You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month.
Whoa, that is a lot of money, you guys. $150 a month. God, people spend that much like daily nowadays.
How about Leland Monroe?
The
Oh,
property
inflation.
developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
It's like, actually, that's what the nurse out there told me. She said you took quite a fall. It was only... The funny thing about it was the flight of stairs had only 3 stairs. Just kidding, I don't even know. But now we have to pay Curtis Benson a visit. And it's heavily implied that we took that job. So now we have to find Curtis Benson. And we kind of saw him in the last episode. But yeah, what is with Jack Kelso? I'm calling people princess. It's like sister, knucklehead, stuff like that. So let's get out of here. And yeah. So this case is a little long. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to cut it up. Because the finale itself, like the finale of this case, is like... gonna be its own episode probably, like the shootout. So
the only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
I don't know why, but I actually really like that saying. It's kind of really, I don't know. But anyway, now we can head out here and go into our car. Wait, I want to see if Jack took any high school. Oh, yep, yes he did. Yes, he did take high school track. All right, let's head over to Kurt Benson's. So yeah, he's our boss. He's the vice president of California Fire and Land, which is where we started out in the other one. He's the one that was playing golf in his hat, like a dumbass, like a dumbass. And so yeah, we're gonna pay this jackass a visit and see what's coming up his sleeves, because this is where shit's gonna roll into town like a steam pile of Nintendo Wii's everywhere. Kurt Benson's apartment, 9:44 a.m. This looks like a really ghetto apartment too. But if you look on the inside, it's actually quite very nicely furnished. So, we already know what, well, I already know what room he's in, but, if you want to know for real, for Rizzles, I don't know who's watching us there, creepy stalker people, but we can check over here, and we'll be able to tell that Kurt Benson is in apartment number 2. So let's head our asses over there, our arses, and run over there. It's upstairs and to the left, but when we get over there, we're gonna find ourselves a nice little surprise. You know what I mean, but not really. So let's go. That's such a weird light. God. So. So come on, hurry up. Oh, there he is.
Remember me?
Jack.
He's like, I didn't think you were still alive.
Caught me at a slightly inopportune
Slightly
moment.
inopportune.
Can we do this
Slightly?
some other time?
Back
Ooh.
off, Curtis.
Yeah, Jack's
Away from
bringing
the
out the big guns,
Jack,
literally.
There's no call for that.
It's a weird picture in the back. Looks like Johnny
Look at
Depp.
that.
Kind of.
Try to get me killed, and you still manage to be polite about it.
Yeah.
Jack.
He's like, that's just the kind of guy I
How can you
am.
accuse me of having
Pretentious,
anything to do
but
with
kind.
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up, or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing
It's
with
kind of a
here.
nicely
Guess we've
furnished
exhausted
area,
the passive
actually.
options.
Yeah! Pistol slap to the face, bitch.
Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Damn, sucks for you, and there's already blood, like, coming down. Man, sucks to be you, man. You look like an ugly whore. So there are a couple places we can. The first of which is a little creepy. You see there's kind of a person in there. Well, let's go head on in there by bashing it open. And oh my god. It's a naked girl with
Older,
like a
princess.
wearing a bow tie.
16, mister?
Wait, what? You're 16? So that makes it... Why would you say 16? Why not go the full enchilada and
How
say
old are you
18 or
really?
something? But
Nearly 13.
what? That is sick. That is disgusting.
You take
This
love
guy
and
is
find it as
52
you
years
go.
old,
That has
and
nothing
she
to do with love,
is
Curtis.
12.
Some might find your romantic
That is
notes
disgusting.
endearing.
Like, even in this game,
I
she
find
doesn't
them
look
very
12.
tiring.
Like, she looks
You're
older,
finished,
obviously,
Curtis.
because they're not going to have... Yeah,
That
but
remains to be seen, Jack.
they don't want to make it too realistic.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis.
Yep. Take a look at that,
DA's
sucker.
investigating.
Full
Who do you
plastic.
think the DA reports to, Jack.
He's like, fuck you. But God, look at that. Just look at it.
Get dressed. You're
That's
getting out of
disgusting.
He's not so bad.
It's kind of funny.
He just lays on top of me and grunts for a bit. He's kind.
Oh,
me nice things.
God, what a
here. Dressed,
whore.
you're leaving.
He lays on top of me and grunts for a few... That is so sick, man.
She will only come back.
I mean, that's the sad part. Man, that is disgusting. Children actors! Okay, let's see what else we got. So there's nothing else in the room, but let's go ahead and inspect the actual evidence, shall we? Let's take a look at this very nicely table. And why? That is so weird. Like, glass tables, that'd be so awkward, just like getting a random boner at dinner and then having people being able to see it, but whatever. So here, we have the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Get all of the
And this
stuff
is for
represented
Kurt
to
Benson,
follow
as you can
the
tell, only 2,000 shares, so not really all that great. So Curtis Robert
What
Benson,
exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
2,000 shares, capital stock. So now we have that. So the shares are $100 each, and so that means he's got $20,000 for this. So for the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, we can go over here and inspect this over here. And what? That's such a weird picture to have there. It's like a woman, like an inspirational poster, and then like a naked baby about to drown in the ocean or something. But now we've got this. This is the California Fire and Life. So this is basically, yes, an insurance agreement, basically saying about the,
Curtis.
basically saying that if something happens at Rancho Escondido, I said that really Americanly, then you'll get cash, hard, cold cash. So, and since it did burn down, they were able to get a really big payoff for that, and that's the end of the investigation. I don't think there's anything else over here. There's something in the kitchen, but they're just wine glasses, but that's it. So let's go talk to this jerk.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Yes.
Please, Jack.
Jamie Lee Curtis, sit
I'm
your
not a
ass
violent
down.
man.
So you're not a violent man, you say. So see, he's 52 years old, and he's the vice president of a company. You think? Yeah, that is so sick. You get, oh my
Don't
god.
get it, Curtis. You're
So-
vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
Anyway,
It's a simple business transaction.
and these are the last questions of the entire game, and like I said, not including Nicholson electroplating, which we'll get into later. But here we've got a liar. You lie.
You're lying.
You lie like a
Curtis.
flower in the
Something
beginning of your
happened
eye.
to the company, didn't it?
I don't know. I'm
That's
going
why you took the
crazy,
bribe.
and it's like
Bribe.
almost 7 in the morning.
Right.
I recorded an episode of
How
PB
can you
Winterbottom,
accuse
but
me
you
of
guys probably
benefiting
have
the
already
head of the
seen that
company?
like 2 months ago by the time this actually goes up. But now that we've done that, we've got the share certificate saying that the shares are $100 each made out to Curtis Benson, and that's not looking very good on your part, so we're going to say that.
I
So,
noticed
yeah.
that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
I used 12-year-old girls pretending they were
They
16.
passed
Were
me
they?
over for
Was
president.
16 a
Sent
legal
me here
age
because
back
they
then? That'd be
believed it was a
weird.
backwater, but they were wrong.
They were wrong,
Los
you
Angeles will
guys.
become the capital of the West,
Oh, really?
not San Francisco.
Really?
This place will be the city of the 20th century, and I'm going to get my cut, Jack.
Sure you are.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
All right.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Look at him. He's like, we'll see about that. Like it's like elementary school fussing over like crayons and shit. All right, so suburban redevelopment.
Tell me about the suburban redevelopment.
Love how like
fund.
aggressive
You're
he
talking
suddenly
about
just
the future
got.
of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
God, people.
Information, Curtis.
Like I want the
Business
info.
people
I want
who
the
have joined
deets.
forces to meet the
But
demand for new homes.
So yes, meet the demands for the homes. Blah blah blah. You are my good friend. Well, not really friend. A liar.
You're lying.
Yeah,
Curtis.
you're hella
They're
lying.
going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on
Yep.
them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Are you stupid or something? Did you not see us snooping through your stuff? It says insured value certificate made out on Rancho Escondido by California Fire and Life. What bam?
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the
Oh yes.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Is that so? Now we have the final question, you guys. Except it's not really going to be the final question. But we have the Book Walter case settlement, which, as you remember, was Elsa getting the $20,000. So we're wondering why he got so much when normally it should only be $200.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events?
Did you think that out in your head, or was that
Elsa Whitman as the
scripted?
beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
Wow, that's like basically
You
the
buy green
whole
lumber
synopsis
and
of
use
the
it to
game
build
right there.
houses. How do you expect it to
Just
end?
kidding.
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses.
Is that so?
What would I know about his choice of
I find
building
myself
materials?
always saying, is that so? Like, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. But of course, we have very little evidence, and we can't trust this creep. He slept with a 12-year-old. He, well, more like grunted on top of her. Let's doubt his ass.
Give me what I need, or I'll beat it.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem doing that with the back of his pistol,
It's all
man.
there in the
He was
case
just all
file.
smiling. He's like, I like
know what to
pain,
look
you
for.
guys. Yeah!
Very neat, Curtis.
That is our
I
final
know
question,
you're
except
not
since
the
it's not
Phelps.
really technically our final
He may be many
question.
things, but he's
Let's
one
leave it
of
at
the best
that.
detectives the LAPD has
Kind
ever
of surprised I'm doing all the
Your
DLC,
card
but
is marked, Jack.
Yeah.
You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
he's like, yeah, that would kind of suck.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
I kind of like that. Your California isn't the same as mine. It's like something that's like completely different, even though it's the same. It's just, I kind of like that. But here we have this new card we can go and use, and for some reason the door opens really awkwardly. So we're gonna head back over to California Fire and Life for a slightly humorous scene, and then a serious one that makes you really happy. So set as destination. So here it opens like backwards. Like, I don't know, it seems so weird. Like that's how the back seat should open. And we're in the caddy, in the Cadillac convertible, with my horses and my beers. I don't know. It seems like it could turn into a really generic country song talking about sexy tractors, drunk beers, drunk horses, stuff like that, sitting on your porch with your shoddy, and your caddy. So here we are. It's 9:57 a.m. Better not miss my 10 o'clock soap. Not on this shit. So now that's done, we can go ahead and head on inside. Now this is really one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard. So Kurt Benson told us we were fired, and we're like, you know what, we don't care, we're the DA's investigator, so technically we're fired from this place. But when we go in and talk to the secretary, he's gonna say the stupidest thing.
I'm just going up to my office party. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way.
He's like, did you have to tell me where my office was? And it's just like, does it, what the hell? Who just said that? Are you drunk, mister? What? This game is so confusing sometimes. Why do you need to tell me where my office is? I know where my office is. I was employed here but yesterday. Because I dug up some dirt on the company, now I'm fired, doesn't mean I know any less about where my goddamn office is. It's just ridiculous. And I don't know, it's just one of those kind of funny, weird things that happened, but whatever. So now we have to go over here, and it's just right over here, just like the man said. But good thing I knew where it was. So now we have like a kind of a miniature investigation in our own office. So here,
Curtis,
this next area we're going to, not to spoil anything, we're gonna head over to the Hall of Records, and you're gonna want to remember these numbers right here. Now they're gonna show up again a couple times, but you're just gonna kind of want to keep them in the back of your mind and remember them. It's really annoying, and by looking at these once, Jack Kelso, the character, will actually have them memorized, which is kind of funny. So there we have that.
34 degrees, 4 minutes,
And then that's the only time he looks at them. I'm pretty sure he puts them in his handy-dandy notebook, but it's not like he's referred to it. And then here we have the California Fire and Life again, so we're going to look at that. And then here we have the same thing again about the guy getting his cranium shattered.
Got to be more in these files.
Yeah, so we're going to have to look some shit up. There's something, obviously, as aloof. So when we close that, we are going to get... Wait, let's see if we got everything first. Okay, there, improved land value. Forgot about that.
Insured
So-
replacement value for the house is $900.
Yeah,
Current value of the house and land is $3,500.
strange.
Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the boats?
Tell me about it. All right, with that...
I have a Detective Phelps
What?
of the LAPD here to see you.
Wait, it's Phelps! Yeah!
Have a seat,
It seems
Cole.
almost so weird to see him again after being with Jack
Go
Kelso for
between.
so long.
She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does
Jeez.
that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your
It almost
style.
seems like Cole is so much more mature after we've seen him after only like
This is
2
your
days.
dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
Yes. A private investigator.
I'm no gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Yeah, that's what Elsa was berating Cole on before he seduced her in the back of an alley.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. Sorry about a lot of things.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Is that an apology, Cole?
Feeble attempt at one.
It's a feeble attempt.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So
So
here's
what's it got to do
Cole
with
actually,
Field's developments?
They're in it somehow. Flyers keep turning up
I
whenever
really
find
like
a
the
domestic
music that they
fire.
play here.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted.
Yeah.
How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole.
I really like
You're
this
still
part right
beating
here.
yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
Yeah, Jack Kelso, my
Got it off your
main
chest.
man, Jack Kelso.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it.
He's like, okay, I thought about it. Let's do it.
The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Oh yeah, so there we go. And unfortunately, Cole Phelps doesn't actually like come with us anywhere, which kind of sucks. Because like at first I thought he would, but anyway, if you do remember in that one episode, we went to when we were looking for clues on the Black Dahlia investigation. Wow, it only took us 15 minutes to get here after talking with Cole, but this is the area where we totally fucked up their floor and their chandelier. So luckily Cole isn't with us. So it's like, alright, looks like everything is exactly the same when we left it last time, except that thing isn't there anymore, so whatever.
Hello there.
So, hello there.
You need some help there, sir?
Sure.
The Land Registry Office.
It's
Where
up the
is
stairs to the left.
Just up the stairs.
it? Thanks.
Thanks. And he's like, yep, just doing my job. Just sitting here with my arms crossed, directing people where to go, even though there's obvious signs laying everywhere. Yeah, let's fuck up the sign just so that, you know, other people who are having trouble, even though they're completely unnecessary, it deems that man's job pointless. Now, this is probably one of the most, like, weirdest, like, not really investigations, but one of those weirdest things that they make us do in this game, and actually requires some brain power.
Details of the suburban
I had a good idea the other day. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, brain power. So here we have these Hall of Records, and there's these, you know, they're sorted alphabetically, very neat. But when we go over to S's for suburban redevelopment, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff. So
suburban sons of bitches ought to be
hell yeah! So we're gonna go and turn over the page really fast, and when we do that, oh my God, suburban redevelopment fund. So here it is over here. But you're gonna wanna go over a particular name, one that happens to be the one of Courtney Sheldon, which is our buddy from the war.
Courtney.
And he was in various, you know, newspapers with Jack Kelso. So, if you do recall, Jack Kelso told that guy to piss off with the morphine, tell him to get rid of it and all that stuff.
Not exactly.
So here,
it's a new lot. I have the coordinates.
yeah. So he's memorized it
34 degrees,
quite
4 minutes,
efficiently.
29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right.
He's like, okay, I have that memorized too. You see, in the world of Noire, we actually have superpowered brains, and we're able to, you know, memorize everything right upon hearing it. But this is pretty easy. Now the latitude, it'll show up at the bottom. So latitude, it says 34, 4, and then 29, and this one is barely off. So you just have to get a 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds, and then here you have to do the same thing, but go over to 17 and the 58 seconds west. So, and it's kind of like one of those Etch-a-Sketch things, but right there. There we go. So, luckily, if you do have the subtitles on, it makes it really easy. So you want to remember that lot number right there. So this is where it's such a weird thing to make the player do. Like, I don't know.
How do I do that?
How do I do that? Use this adding machine, aka a calculator.
90,000 entries to a book.
So yes, so divide your lot number by 90,000. Now it's kind of weird that it would be that precise, but just to keep a refresher, you want to keep in your mind the number that it was, which is just such a weird thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So okay, so you want to remember 18769. So 1 8 7. All right, come on. And it's so slow. 6 9. All right, and then 8 8 are the final two numbers. So it's kind of easy. It's kind of an easy number to remember. You just kind of have like a little like thing. Like how I remember it was just 1, and then you go 876, and then you go to 988, and that's just how I remember it. So it's obvious. And then go over here, and then you're going to want to divide it by 90,000. And he's going to repeat it. So when you divide it by 90,000, that's just by how many lots there are per the thing. So there's 90, and then 1,000. It's over 9,000! Ah, that was terrible. So 90,000, one bam, and we get a nice even 20. And now this is weird right here. So A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number, which means it's 21. And that's the 21st number in the alphabet. So A is 0, B is 1, C is 3, and so on.
You do this every day?
He's like, you don't want to know. So obviously the 21st would be the U. And once we come over here to investigate this U, we are going to get...
Let's see what the side is.
So yes, now we're going to want to take a look at some names that we might know. And we do know of one of the number that we saw of the lot number, which was 1876988, which you just repeated. And we got a Randall Jones, Randall Jermaine Jones, Jonathan Gerald.
With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500.